Hello, Steve White, Trekboy89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, we've got a little story about William Shatner and Wil Wheaton. I've met both of them, and I think this story is fairly accurate. I had a bad experience with William Shatner. He was a jerk. He is known for being a jerk, and I'm sure he was no less of a jerk. I don't know how many years before I met him this was. This was in 1988 or 89. I can't remember when they shot Star Trek 5. It came out in 89. I think they shot it around the end of 88 into 89. So basically, they were shooting Next Gen, and Wil Wheaton was 16, and they were shooting Star Trek 5 next door on the next stage. And Wil Wheaton was summoning up the courage for quite a while to go over and speak to William Shatner. He saw him standing amongst a bunch of crewmen, and he went over to say hello. Now, this is from his book, Still Just a Geek. So he approached Shatner, and I think before he actually got to him, Shatner said to him, "So you're that kid on that show?" And he's like, "Yes, my name's Will," or "Yes, my name's Will." He put his hand out to shake it. Shatner didn't shake it. He mocked his uniform. He said, "What is that supposed to be, your spacesuit?" And he sort of laughed. He said, "What do you do over there?" Now, he hadn't actually heard this question because he was sort of becoming lightheaded because he was like just nervous and scared. And he said, "Well, I'm an ensign. Sometimes I fly the ship." And Shatner said, "Well, I'd never let a kid drive my ship." And yeah, he was fairly devastated by it. And he went and told the crew, and for the most part, they sympathised with him. I think Brent Spiner pointed out the fact that he's bald and wears a toupee. Michael Dorn offered to go beat him up. And yeah, and then Gene Roddenberry called him into his office. He said, "Bill Shatner's an ass. Don't worry about it. I'm proud to have you on my show. You're a good actor. I'm proud to have you on my show." And the next day, there was a letter in his dressing room. It said, "To Master Wil Wheaton from the office of William Shatner." And he said, "You're to Mr. Wil Wheaton, Master Wil Wheaton, yeah, from the office of William Shatner. You're a fine young actor, and I'd be happy to have you on my bridge." And the signature was, I think it was an ink, like a stamp. So it wasn't like a real letter from him, which was probably his way of saying F you back, because he basically went and told on him, and he went to Mum and Dad and told on him basically, and then Mum and Dad told off Shatner, because Gene Roddenberry was like the father of all the cast members. He was like, the great bird of the galaxy, and they all sort of looked up to him, and sort of, he sort of ruled over the original series and the Next Gen for a period of time. And, when you went to Gene Roddenberry, he was sort of going to Dad, basically. So Will basically told Dad on, Bill. And he wasn't happy about it, but he had to apologise. So he sent him this fake letter that was typed out by somebody else, and put the Bill Shatner stamp on it, I think. So, yeah, now nobody the sad thing about this is nobody doubts that Shatner did this, because he is a jerk. I met him, and he didn't acknowledge me. I was getting a signature from him. Now, he had come to Australia for a convention. I didn't go because I didn't want to meet him because I'd heard enough about him. And then he went to, he did a night with William Shatner, and I watched that because I thought, I like him as an entertainer. I'm happy to watch him talk about his life and all that. I wouldn't actually want to interact with him as a person. And then a couple of years later, there was a Supernova or Armageddon show, which are big conventions like Comic Con in Australia. And we have a Oz Comic Con as well now. But the Charmed girls, two of them, were there. So I went to see them, and Shatner was there as well. And I thought, I may as well see him and get a signature, because I've got like most of the other cast members' signature. I met almost all of them. And I spoke to him. He ignored me. I think I tried to put my hand out for him to shake. He ignored that as well. And then I basically just insulted him very cleverly when he basically went to give me the signature, and then I turned away and left him sort of bewildered. And I'm going to tell that story in a separate video about because I want to do videos about all the Star Trek stars I've met, even though they'll be short ones, just because some of them I had weird little moments with. So he just ignored me while I was doing the signature, and I thought he was rude, and I sort of had a response plan because I thought he would be. Now Will Wheaton was a bit different. Basically, there was a fan that was misbehaving, and he went off. We're in the line. He went off to do something, and he sort of came back to sort of try and sort things out, and trying to be basically a good person and take care of stuff. And then it didn't go well with. I mean, it was a bit odd. So the point is, Will seemed like a good guy. Shatner was a jerk. So I don't doubt for a second this happened, and no one else does. That's the sad thing. No one's defending Shatner on that level. They're all saying we don't like Will Wheaton now because he's political. So all the right wing geeks and gamers and fandom menace sort of people hate him. But everyone else, I think, is okay with him. I don't know. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.